I'm sorry, my voice sounds like shit because it was Mardi Gras and I've been screaming a lot for various reasons. But now I'm gonna review another classic scary movie called The Night of the Living Dead, which is actually really scary. It seems really old and hardcore. I actually thought it came out in the 50s when I first saw it when I was a kid, but apparently it came out in 68, which is pretty much the 70s. And I had no idea. It's super gritty black and white and like it looks really old. I thought it was just like they filmed it in 1950 or some shit and like it's just an old classic, but no, it just looks that way. It's about some racial tension in America with zombies and it was directed by George Romero. This movie was filmed in Pennsylvania, which is where I'm from, and it looks like it was filmed in my Aunt Kimmy's backyard, which probably made it even that much more scary because it looks like it just could happen in any small town, anywhere. Just the dead could just randomly rise up for no reason and just overwhelm you and eat you and tear you apart for no reason at all. And like anytime that could happen, just watch out. The story starts with Barbara and her brother Johnny. They drive for hours and hours through the Pennsylvania countryside to get to the cemetery to leave flowers for their grandmama. And Johnny doesn't like it because he spends like 95% of his screen time like bitching about the drive to and from the cemetery. Even though he does it anyway, he's like fucking, he's a little jerk face, and Barbara's like, well, you don't have to do it, we can just go to Arby's instead. And he's like, yeah, we should have went to Arby's. And then they're like talking smack about like fucking buying the same flower wreaths over and over. And they see this zombie guy in the corner. Well, I guess they don't know it's a zombie at this point, but they see the guy in the corner, and Johnny's like, oh, let's go fuck with this old man. Ooh, he's scary. He's gonna eat your Barbara. He's gonna get you. Ooh, he's coming to get you, Barbara. All that shit. Classic stuff. And Barbara's like, stop. Like, leave me alone, Johnny. Cut it out. And like, there's a lot of sibling rivalry here. And like that old man just gets closer and closer, and Johnny's like, ooh. But then the old man actually grabs Barbara and starts trying to like trussle her hair and slap her butt and like eat her face off, and Johnny's like, no. And like for all the shit that Johnny talks, like he fights like a little bitch because this old zombie dude just overpowers the fuck out of him and just like thrashes him good. Like takes his ass to town, grips him up and smashes his head on a freaking rock. A cemetery rock thing, and that sucks, and Johnny is out like a light bulb. Like Cameron, he is down and out. That zombie is probably one of the most endearing parts of this movie because he just keeps coming and coming, dude. He's like the very first zombie, actually. He's like the grandfather zombie, and he never gets killed, apparently. He's probably still wandering around to this day. Like, he fucking thrashes Johnny, and like, instead of eating Johnny, he goes right after Barbara. And like, Barbara goes and fucking runs, and she's running and running, and she hides in the car. And this fucking zombie dude just grabs a brick and just starts smashing the freaking window with it. Smashes the car window and starts reaching in there to get Barbara. Barbara puts the car in neutral and it rolls down a freaking hill. And he's chasing this car and it smashes up against the wall. And she's like, oh fuck. And she's running and running and running. And it's the most horrible thing ever. And she finds this house, and like the zombie is still on her ass trying to get in the freaking house, dude. Like, he's really resourceful. Like, I respect it a lot. They kind of half-ass explain what causes it. They say it's a downed satellite thing from Venus bringing like space dust, space ghost coast to coast to America, and that dust is somehow bringing dead bodies back to life and making them want to eat people, and that makes perfect sense. I mean, that's just speculation in the movie. They don't really say that's what it is, but in Return of the Living Dead, they say it's like some toxic chemical American gas or some shit. Whatever. But it's happening. There's a lot of zombies all over the place. She's scared as shit. She runs upstairs in the house, and there's a fucking zombie gawking at her, and she's like, oh shit, and like she runs back, and she's just losing her shit all over the place. It's really sad. Like, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, hold on to your shit. Don't lose it. And then fucking she runs into this guy outside, and it's Ben. And Ben is the freaking hero of the movie, and he's a fucking badass freaking dude. And like Ben's like, oh shit, we need to approach the situation with logic. And everybody else in the movie is like, fuck logic. I'm a racist in America. Why do I need to listen to you? You're black. And it's just all this bullshit. That's pretty much the whole fucking movie. It's just like racist bullshit in America. Like, it could be a house full of people. I mean, let there be one white guy, one black guy, and they'll be going at it while the whole fucking world goes to fucking shit. And George Romero is a really smart guy. He's like, he knows people really well. Like, he's like, there are zombies and shit, but the real fucking monsters in any situation are the assholes in the fucking situations. And he's like, you're right. Ben's trying to like talk some sense into Barbara and figure out what's going on, but like she's been scared completely stupid. Like, she's like catatonic and babbling. And just like, I would have just left her on the porch right there because she is dead freaking weight. Like, she saw one person fucking get their head hit on a rock and another person come after her in a fucking car, and she's completely traumatized, dude. It must have been a hard knock life. Anyway, they're in there trying to figure shit out. He runs outside and kills 2 more of these freaking zombies, like really resourcefully. These are old school zombies, so you really gotta like really go after them. Like, you really gotta tap them a lot. And it looks like it takes a lot to put them down. They just keep coming, dude. Like, he kills one, he kills another one. He goes to the house, there's another one there, he kills that one, and there's freaking even more, dude. Like, I feel like they're just coming out of that cemetery, just rising up, because there's a shit ton of just chill-ass zombies. Like, it's very intense. He sets a zombie on fire, and he picks it up, and he hurls it at the other ones, and they're all, like, scared of that, and he's just like, we need to board this house up. He starts boarding shit up, and, like, of course, like, Barbara's not doing a damn thing. He takes the time to fucking board the entire house up. I think Barbara gets like some of the smallest little twigs of wood that she could muster and carry after like an hour of goading, and she's like, I'm helping. And of course, like, fucking Ben boards the whole freaking house up by himself because he's the man. They start talking about what happened, and like, Ben's like, I was at a gas station, there was a bunch of zombies all over the place, and there's a shit show, and you're all trying to eat each other's buttholes and shoot each other and slap each other around. It was super sad, and I had to get the hell out of there. And Barbara's like, I was here at the cemetery with Johnny, and she's like, I forgot about Johnny, we need to get out of here, we gotta go save Johnny right now, like, let's go. And she starts gripping up Ben, and she's like, we need to go save Johnny. And like, she slaps Ben, and Ben's like, this bitch, and slaps her back. And she's like, I can't believe you slapped me, even though I slapped you first. What the fuck? I'm gonna tell everybody. And like, he's like, oh, here we go, fuck. One thing that's cool is like, Ben in all his infinite resources finds a freaking shotgun and ammo, and that's what he gets for being cool and resourceful. But like, if you do the work, you get the rewards. So then, like, out of nowhere, like, fucking people come up from upstairs and shit while he's searching upstairs, and like, the people hiding in the basement the whole time. I don't know why they didn't search the whole house. I guess the basement was barricaded, so they probably could have stopped them from coming in. But still, they should have definitely like searched the house better. But like, I don't know. They probably could have stayed upstairs too. I think they like go upstairs one time. But whatever. There's more people in the basement, and these people are just fucking jerks. Like, there's jerks everywhere, dude. Worst situation you can possibly be in is in a crisis with a bunch of people you don't freaking like. So it's good to just be nice to everybody and just have a bunch of your own supplies and shit just in case, so you don't end up needing anybody. So you can just like hide somewhere and not ever have to leave for like years and years until somebody comes and you can raid their stuff and be like, alright, and just kill them. Because that's the only way to survive, apparently. Every zombie thing I've ever seen has always been like, fuck everybody else, because they're gonna fucking get you killed. So they start trying to shoot the zombies out the window, but like, for every one zombie they kill, like, more and more freaking show up. And like, some of these zombies are like butt-ass naked, just wandering around in the cold, just cold and hard and it's wet and it's dead. And that sucks. And they're still just scrambling on the house. There's gotta be at least 25 of these motherfuckers outside, and they can't kill each one of them. You know, they probably should just take the time to kill every zombie they find and just, you know what I mean, deal with it. But they never do that because there's always more and more. Oh, the old dude and Ben don't get along a lot. I wonder why. And like, he doesn't want to help or do anything. He just wants to be like, I'm right and you're wrong. We should all go hide in the basement. And Ben's like, no, we should all stay up here and barricade this shit, hold it down, so they don't get me here, and we'll just be fine. And they're just arguing, and there's like some young like hippie couple there, and they're just like, we're in the middle of all this. And then the old dude's like, I'm gonna stay down here, and like, fuck you guys. So like, he goes down there, and his wife is down there with his daughter, and his daughter is like turning into a zombie super slowly. And we've all been there. We've all been there. So this chick's turning into a zombie, and him and his wife are arguing, and he wants to backslap her, but he said that he wouldn't do that anymore. And there's a lot of like marital tension. There's a lot of tension, dude. Just like, avoid tension, just go live by yourself. Everybody is selfish as shit. They're all watching the TV, all pissed off and grumbling, and the zombie shit on the TV is like, the dead are rising. The dead are rising. You need to put a bullet in their head to keep them down. They will get up and eat you if you don't. And it's like all this shit. And there's like mobs of zombie killers wandering the countryside with shotguns, and we're just having a good old Pennsylvania Sunday. There's apparently like stations and bases that they can hide in if they can just get to them. So they have a truck, but the truck's out of oil. They want to fill it up. There's a tank of gas in the back. They have to get the truck to the back avoid the zombies, fill it up, load everybody up, and get out of town. I'm like, good luck with that shit, because that's not gonna fucking happen. Like they're like, all right, we'll get the old man and make some Molotov cocktails, and he'll go on the roof and he'll throw the fucking bombs at the zombies. Me and the young dude, Ben and the young dude are gonna fucking cruise over to the pump, and we're gonna fill it up, and it's gonna be all good. And like, we've got a gun, and like, I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? So they put this plan in the action and shit, and like the fucking hippie couple are like, I don't want you to do it, I'm scared. And they're just like, we gotta do it to get out of here, babe. So he goes, and like they're driving out, and he's like trying to run out there and shit, and they're in the car, and then his girlfriend's like, I'm gonna go too. So she runs out, and like the old man locks those fuckers out, and she's like, oh shit. She jumps in the car, they drive over to the fucking pump, and there's a shit ton of zombies, dude. So many zombies. And like he fucking immediately fucks it all up and just spills oil all over the fucking car, and there's gas all over the place, and the car catches freaking fire. And of course the chick is magically stuck in a car that she can't get out of, and then he's like, don't worry, I'll come get you. And the fucking shit explodes, and they are freaking dead. And Ben's like, what the fuck? How the fuck did that happen? And all we had to do was put the, like Ben's fucking pissed. He runs back in the house. The old man don't want to let his ass in. He's just like, oh, come on, let me in. He's like, finally lets his ass in. The old man and the fucking Ben have to work together to barricade the door. And they're just like, man, this sucks. And like, as soon as the door is barricaded, Ben does what we would have all done. He just starts fucking going to town on the old man, backslapping the shit out of him, like punching him, like beats the piss out of this old man, which he deserved. And sends his ass down to the basement. It's like, well, this fucking sucks. We're dead. The zombies actually go to the car where all the dead body parts are, and they start eating the fucking organs and the flesh of the dead. It's the night of the flesh eaters. It's the night of the Anubis. It's night of all that shit, and it's terrible, dude. Like, that organ meat looks super delicious too. I don't know what they did to it, but that shit looks fucking super good. Like, let me get a bite of that. I'm just kidding. So now they're all just pretty much like pissy, just watching TV, like, oh shit, so we're fucking fucked. Like, maybe the mob of zombie killers will get here in time, and we'll figure it out, and like all this, and like maybe we can just fucking, and like maybe we can get that other car, and like, is your daughter okay? And the old man the whole time was like, I gotta get the gun from Ben. I gotta get that goddamn gun. And like all the fucking zombies like start rushing at the door, and they're trying to like fucking put their arms through. There's a shit ton, and like Ben's trying to hold it, and then like fucking gun falls on the floor, and the old man fucking goes after the fucking gun, and they are fighting out over a gun while zombies are rushing in and shit, and everybody's just getting it, just going to hell. Like, it's all going to fucking hell. It's officially a gangbang now. Like, Barbara's there, her useless ass is like there, and like the old man's wife is just in hair's distance of the fucking zombies' arms, like just close enough to get pulled in by the fucking zombies. And then Barbara goes to help, gets off her ass randomly to help some other old white lady. Of course she gets up to help her ass, of course. And like fucking Barbara goes up for there, and she's up there for 2 seconds. The zombie pulls her ass in, like, smooth move, dingling, just stay your ass on the couch, please. And like fucking the doors start to open up, and of course the old lady doesn't help Barbara. She just fucking runs. She's like, fuck you, Barbara, I'm out. She goes down to the basement, and fucking Ben and the old man like fucking are fighting all that shit, and Ben shoots the old man. He goes downstairs, and he's like, oh, I'm dying. And Ben's like, you motherfucker. And like, that sucks. So Barbara's fucking getting pulled in, and fucking Johnny's there as a zombie, all sexy looking, and pulls her in and starts eating her alive. And it's like, motherfuck. And then Ben's like, oh, this fucking sucks. The house is getting fucking ramshackled and all that. Downstairs, the fucking daughter has risen up and is eating the fucking old man's organs, and then fucking goes up to the mom and like stabs her ass over and over and over. And I counted, seriously, stabs her ass like 14 fucking times, and just like stab it. Probably was more than that. I had to cut it for the MPAA. Probably just like, that's too many stabs. You need to cut 10 of those stabs. It's gotta be 14. And George Romero was like, alright, whatever, fuck. So like, Ben's just like fucking, everybody's fucking dying. Ben barricades himself in that same basement and shit, and the old man's rising up as a zombie, and he's like, hell fucking yeah, caps that fucker. And then the fucking lady who just got stabbed 14 fucking times, she rises up as a zombie, caps her, and he's just like, oh fuck, dude, that sucks. So the whole house is fucking getting gangbanged by zombies, and like, it's just like shit. Ben barricades himself in, and he just like waits it out. And like, goddamn, if the fucking ending isn't the most intense shit ever, it's like he's just chilling out there smoking a cigarette until sunrise and shit, and all the fucking zombies have mingled away, and he's fucking wandering out of the fucking house, and there's like a fucking shit going on. He's just like, oh shit, and he looks out the window and there's all these moms and shit, and he goes around the back of the house, like sneaks out, runs off in the distance, and he just fucking runs to the fucking empty ass cemetery, and he escapes, and Ben, the hero, lives happily ever after. And that's the fucking best movie ever. And I recommend everybody watch Night of the Living Dead by George Romero, and then after that watch Dawn of the Dead, which I like way better, which I cannot wait to review. And that's pretty much it. I'm Garrett Faber, and that's the whole thing.